English class. Today we are going to continue our previous chapter and the chapter name is A Truly Beautiful Mind. In last class we have completed up to paragraph number 12 and today we shall continue from paragraph number 13. So let's read and try to understand. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He was showered with honors and invitation from all over the world and lauded by the press. So, in the year of 1921, this year was very much lucky for Albert Einstein because he got the Nobel Prize for Physics. Because of his great work in physics, he was awarded and he became very much famous not only in his country but all over the world. He was getting appreciation from all over the world. He was appreciated by each and every country. Moreover, he got honor, respect and appreciation from the media also. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. Emigrated means what? To leave own country. So here, when there was one party and the party name was what? Nazi party. When the Nazi party came into power in Germany, what was the year? It was 1933. Albert Einstein moved to another country. Where did he go? So he moved to another country and that country name was United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. What is the meaning of uproar? Uproar means what here? Restless. Okay. In the previous paragraph, there was one word difficult for you. So I have written here, you can see here, lauded. Lauded means what? Praised. Do you know what is the meaning of praised? That is appreciation. When you do any good work, then you are appreciated by your parents or your teachers also. So here he was appreciated because of his great work in physics. Who was appreciated here? We are talking about the appreciation of the great scientist Albert Einstein. So in 1933, Nazi party came into power. And what was the reaction of Albert Einstein? Albert Einstein moved to another country and it was United States. And 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. The other scientists became very much restless. Why they were very much restless? Because they knew what will be the result if this kind of bomb is blast or this kind of bomb will be blasted. So what will be the outcome? Many of them had fled from fascism just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazi could build and use an atomic bomb. It was the discovery of atom bomb that made the American scientists and other scientists so many worried because they knew the destruction. So many innocent people will be killed. That is why they were very much worried. The scientists wanted to stop this kind of destruction made by the atomic bomb. Yes. So, come to the paragraph number 50 at the urging of Kulik. You know what is the meaning of urging? What is the spelling here? It is URGING. Urging means what? Request. Urging means what? Request. So, on the request of his co-worker, colleague means what? The person who works with you. Alright. So, at the urging of Kulik, Einstein wrote a letter to the American president. And who was that time the president of America? It was Franklin D. Roosevelt. So, friends of Albert Einstein requested to him to write a formal letter to the President of America. You know, in America or USA, the whole and soul is what the president. So the president has the every power. All right, he is the most powerful person in USA. So they decided to write a letter in order to warn about the destruction because of the blast of atomic bomb. And what was the date? On 2nd August 1939. So when he started writing the letter, what was that date? It was 2nd August 1939, in which he warned. What is the meaning of warn here? To make someone alert. In that letter, Albert wanted to make the President of America an alert. He wanted to give him what? He wanted to make him know about the destruction and about the atomic bomb. A single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surroundings territory. So what he wrote? He wrote about what kind of destruction can we expect if this kind of atomic bomb is blast or exploded in the port. So it can destroy the port as well as the nearby or the surrounding territory also. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Please do underline here when the bomb was dropped. The bomb was dropped on the Japanese city. What was the name of those Japanese city on which the bomb was dropped? It was the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These were the two cities of Japan. Rather than taking steps to stop the explosion of atomic bomb, very secretly the American people, American means what? The people of America. So very secretly in their project, they just, or we can say what? Secret project. What is the meaning of secret? Secret means what? Without knowledge of anyone. So very silently they hide it from, they did not share it with anyone, and very secretly, without knowledge of anybody, they just prepared one bomb and they made the bomb and they tested it also on the two cities of Japan. It was Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now come to the paragraph number 16. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of destruction, and it was expected by the scientists already earlier, like if this kind of explosion will be happen in future, then definitely it can destroy so many and there will be great destruction. And his words were very much true. And after this incident of dropped bomb, on the Japanese cities, Albert Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of destruction. This destruction, the great destruction made by the atomic bomb, made Albert Einstein very much restless. He became very much worried. This time he wrote a public missive. Missive means what? Here, the first word is what? Missive. Missive is what? Formal long letter. You know very well there are two kinds of letter. The first one is formal letter and the second one is what? Informal letter. So we write the formal letter where you find the formal relation. For example, the relation between you and me, who I am. I am your teacher. So the relation between the teacher and student is what? Formal kind of relation. The relation between the master and the servant is what? The formal kind of relation. The relation between, but the relation between father and mother, the relation between father and son, the relation between mother and daughter, it is what? Informal kind of relation. So here, Einstein wrote a letter. Earlier, he wrote a letter to the President of America in order to stop the bombarding, but here, when he observed that American president is not taking any initiative, so later on he decided to write a letter and he wrote the letter. He wrote the letter to United Nations. In it he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. So the reaction was still very much nil. No action was taken when he wrote the letter. Actually, he expressed in that letter for, he wanted to make a request to make a government on the basis of world, so that there must be one powerful, government on the world level, so that this kind of destruction can be stopped. That is why he wrote for the formation of world government. Okay, but here also no one or this letter made no any impact. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in the politics, hesitating for an end to the armed buildup and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. When he saw that there was no any positive response from either from USA or the American president or from United Nations, so finally he decided that he will fight this. He will fight this alone and he will do struggle. You must have heard one song, যদি তোর ডাক শুনি কই না আসে তবে একলা চলো তুম. So when he observed that no one is along with you, its meaning is that जब आपके साथ कोई भी चलने के लिए तैयार ना हो तो हार के हमें बैठना नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि खुद ही कदम उठाना चाहिए, अकेले चल देना चाहिए. So the same condition we can correlate this sentence, we can correlate this quotation with what? Albert Einstein. When he realized that nobody is ready to go with him, then he decided that he will do the campaign, and he raised the voice and he started many movements, and he just requested, or we can say that he just requested to end the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. He started many campaigns just for the peace, world peace and the democracy. So in this way we can say that he was a very great man apart from the great scientist, and his mind was very much beautiful because of his great contribution, not only in the field of science but also because he thought for the peace of the world. He did not think only about his peace of his own country, but he was the person who started campaign for the peace of entire world. And that is why his mind is considered as a beautiful mind. Come to the last paragraph, that is paragraph number 17. When Einstein died in 1955, at the age of 76, he was celebrated as visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So finally, at the end, in the year of 1955, he paid the debt of the nature. What is the meaning of paid his debt of nature? That means he died. Albert died. What was the year? He died in the year 1955. And what was the age of Einstein that time? He was 76 years old. After his death, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. He was considered, he was given, a compliment. What was the compliment? He was considered as the world citizen. That means, suppose that if I talk about me, I am the citizen of India, but he was appreciated by telling, he was given a special kind of respect by telling that he was the world citizen. And moreover, apart from he was a great scientist, we know, but he was said what? The world citizen. He was considered that he was not only the citizen of his country, but he was the citizen of the entire world because of his great contribution. He did work not only for his country, but he did a lot of work. He gave his contribution for the world peace. He thought he had a long vision and he did work, so many work. He started so many campaigns for the democracy and the peace of the world. That is why he got this great compliment as a world citizen as well as the genius scientist. So this was all about today's explanation part. Hope you had enjoyed very much this chapter. So this is the last explanation of this chapter. In next class, I shall give you the summary of this chapter. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.